There's one thing that gets me really excited in fishing, it's lures. I'm going to share with you today some of my favourite lures from WSB Tackle. Got a nice selection here, nice selection of colours, sizes, different materials. I'm going to start with probably a very traditional jelly worm with a nice curly tail. These tails work really well in the water, they really wiggle. So there's a very soft latex that gets good action. Nice colour combination, red and white, fantastic colour for pollock. Works well on both from a boat and from the shore. Several ways of rigging this. You can just use a single hook and then just fish it completely weightless. Obviously you're not going to get the casting distance with that, but if you fit it with a small jig head, obviously the bigger the jig head, the longer it's going to cast. You could also rig it Carolina style or Texas style, where you've got a moving lead head. You fish it like that, weedless, you're going to get it in right in amongst all the weed, the rocks. Pretty good chance that you're not going to lose it. So, you know, that's a really nice, simple lure, very traditional. This next one is the ripple jelly worm. This is an 8.5 centimetre one I have here. They come in a number of sizes, 10.5, 12.5, even an 18.5. 18.5 is going to be great on the boat, over wrecks. Again, great range of colours. You've got full red, you've got orange and red, you've got orange and yellow. You've also got black, white and silver. Interesting combination, but it kind of looks a bit like a sand eel. The beauty of these is they are really tough. I mean, see, I'm really pulling that. Wrasse and pollock love to pull the tails off of these jelly worms, but with this they're going to really have a problem. So that's going to give you good use from these lures. They come in a pack of 10, so you know, a pack of 10 is going to last you good few sessions. Probably catch 20 or 30 fish before you need to worry about buying another pack. Again, you can add jig head, easily use a sort of 5 to 7 gram jig head on this, perfectly suit it. Obviously the bigger the lures, the larger the jig head you can go, the further you can cast them. But casting for a lot of the species is not really that necessary when you're lure fishing. You can catch them right under your feet. But if you need distance, this next one I'm going to show you is definitely a distance casting lure. This is a blue wedge, 30 grams, matched with the right rod. This will absolutely fly. There's no reason why you can't cast 70, 80, maybe 90 yards with a lure like this. So when those mackerel shoals are out at distance, or the bass, because they're very attractive to both, you know, this is the lure to switch to. Good for pollock as well. You've got to be a little bit careful around the rock marks that you don't lose them. But it's got a nice set of trebles, a very strong set of trebles, good set of O-rings to attach to your line clip. Aerodynamic, nice finish on these. Really good. These will guarantee will catch you a load of fish. You get them in amongst the mackerel, yeah, you're going to go home with a nice few for the barbie without a doubt. Switching to something a little bit smaller, fishing in close against the rocks, little shad. So these really are designed to represent the bait fish that live in amongst the rocks and the weeds. They dart in and out. You can fish these pretty slowly, just bump them along the bottom. There's a number of different colours. This holographic effect just flashes really well in the water. There are much larger versions of this, so you know, when you know, looking at a bit rougher conditions, you can really cast out decent sized shad. Bass in particular love this paddle tail. It just works like up and down like that in the water. Lovely action. Gives vibrations off as well. Fish really home in vibrations. We're talking about vibrations. These sand eels have got a serrated edge that gives off lots of tiny little vibrations that you and I would never even be able to detect. But fish, they home in on these. This rigged on a 6-foot flowing trace, little ball weight, absolutely deadly for bass, pollock. They look like little sand eels, and you can just see the movement. You know, that's just how a sand eel swims along. That tail just waggling. Fish can't resist it. Absolutely great. Lovely colour as well. That's the same colour as the belly of a sand eel. That combined with some of these other ones, fantastic starter kit if you're looking to buy a selection of lures that will cover a lot of different scenarios. But I've kept the best to last, or at least I think it's the best. This shrimp, holographic, the little lead inside it is covered in a holographic sheen. that in itself is a attractant. There's little red antennae, I suppose they are. Again, another attractant. But what I love, the little legs, all really realistic, all the way through. Even the eyes, just like a little prawn. But the best bit is this paddle tail. That's going to give some really good vibrations. It's going to be fished backwards, so that tail is going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Fish it, sink and draw. There's no fish that I know that do not love prawns. If you're looking to get into lure fishing and you think, oh, I've got to build up my lure collection, I think you'd be hard pushed to find a better collection than that WSB do. You know, there's a bit of something for everyone. I really think they're great lures.